Hello students, welcome to the 11th lecture on the topic differential equation. So in this lecture we will be studying the application of differential equation mainly to the LRC circuit. LRC circuit means the circuit which is containing inductor, resistor and capacitor. So let's see. So as I told, I'll consider an LRC circuit. That means that I have a circuit that is having a electromotive force E and an inductor L, a capacitor C and a resistor R. So these are connected in series. So I'll just write down few things that here R is for resistor and C is for capacitor and E is electromotive force. So we will see how we can use differential equation to find out the current and charge in this circuit. I hope that you all are aware of the electromotive force. Electromotive force produces a flow of current in a closed circuit, and this current produces so-called voltage drop across each resistor, inductor and capacitor. So I'll write this thing. So before moving further, we must know the fundamental law in the theory of electric circuit, that is the Kirchhoff's voltage law. So just for recalling purpose, I'll write down the Kirchhoff's law. The sum of the voltage drop across inductor, resistor and capacitor is equal to total electromotive force, that is EMF, in the closed circuit. So I'll write down this mathematically. This is the voltage drop across the inductor plus the voltage drop across the resistor plus the voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to, this is EMF. So I'll just label it all. This is voltage drop across inductor. This is voltage drop across resistor. This is what voltage drop across capacitor. And this one is the electromotive force. So I'll call this equation as equation number 1. So you can see that how the differential equations is involved in finding the current and the charges. So here if you put I, as you know the expression that the current is equal to the rate of change of the charge. So I can write, since I is dq by dt, and if we put this in 1, so putting this in 1, what we are getting? We are getting this differential equation which will be of second order. So I'll say this as equation number 2. Okay, this one is equation number 1, this one is equation number 2. Now you can see that if I differentiate this equation number 1 with respect to t, once again what I will get? I am getting L d square I by dt square plus R di by dt plus 1 by Ci de by dt. This I will call it as equation number 3. So this is again a second order non-homogeneous differential equation of order 2. So you can use any form of the equation as needed. Like if the question demands charge, then you can use this equation number 2. If the information is given in this form, you can use equation number 3. So you can modify the equations according to your need. So now this is the general differential equation when you are having 3 components, that is inductor, resistor and capacitor. Suppose that you are having only 2 components, then you can reduce these differential equations accordingly. So I'll just write it down for your convenience. This E, this is my 1 and this is second. If circuit has no inductor, then from equation 1 what will you get? You will get Ri plus 1 by Cq is equal to E. This implies that you can, if the charge is needed, you can write the differential equation as this. Okay, so let us now do few examples based on this. So my example number 1, a circuit has in series an EMF given by E is equal to sine t. Okay, this is given in volts, and the resistor of 2 ohm, inductor of 1 Henry. Okay, so here there is no capacitor only we have two components, resistor and inductor, and it is also given that if the initial current is 0, find the current at any time t greater than 0. So now you know the use of the differential equation, that you have been given the information about the circuit and you know the initial current, right? The initial current is given to be 0. Now the question is asking that find the current at any time t greater than 0. That if I ask you what will be the current after 10 minutes or 10 seconds or 1 day, you will have the answer. So let us see how can we solve this. Firstly, we will write the governing differential equation. So the differential equation governing the current LR circuit, because here C is not given, so I'll write the LR circuit is given by L di by dt plus Ri equal to E. This is my equation number 1. This is my governing differential equation. Now if I put the value of inductor as 1 and resistor as 2, my equation number 1 will become di by dt plus 2i is equal to sine t. This I'll call it as equation number 2. Now you can see that this is a linear differential equation in I and t. So I can find out the integrating factor. Here integrating factor will be e to the power integration of 2 dt, that is e to the power 2t. So therefore the general solution of this 2 is I into integrating factor is equal to integration of this sine t into e to the power 2t dt plus integration constant. So finally after this I will get I into e to the power 2t e to the power 2t divided by 5 2 sine of t minus cos of t plus c. Now we have been given an initial condition at t to is equal to 0. Since it is given that at t is equal to 0 we have I is equal to 0. So we can use this to find out the value of this C. So just put this t is equal to 0 over here. I will get 0, 1 by 5 minus 1 plus C, and this implies C is 1 by 5. So therefore the solution becomes, or if I write this, if I give this as equation, some equation number 3, so my equation 3 becomes I into e to the power 2t e to the power 2t into 2 sine t minus cos t plus 1 by 5. So therefore what is required, we need current, the value of the current. So this is the value of the current, and you can easily see that if you put here any time, okay, like if you put time over here, you will get the current at that time. So this one is the desired solution. Let us do another example which contains all the three components. So I'll write the question. A circuit has in series an EMF given by cos of t. This is given in volt. This is EMF, and the resistor of 3 ohm, inductor of 1 Henry, and capacitor of 0.5 farad. So if the initial current and charge on the capacitor is 0, this is our initial condition. So if the initial current and charge on capacitor are 0, find the charge on capacitor at any time t greater than 0. So now let us see the solution. So again what we have to do, we have to first write down the differential equation that is governing the current in the circuit. So I'll just write down the equation. This is L di by dt plus Ri plus 1 by Cq is equal to E. This I'll say it as equation number 1. Now what I need to do is that I need to put the values which is given in the question. These all are the values are given. So just I need to put all these values in equation number 1. So what I will get finally, I will get di by dt plus 3i plus 2q is equal to cos of t. I'll call this as equation number 2. Now since we have to find out the charge, so what we need to do, we need to convert I into Q form. So we will use the expression since. So we will use I is equal to dq by dt in my equation number 2. We get, so we are now with this differential equation. So now you can easily see that this is non-homogeneous second order differential equation in Q. So for solving this, what you have to do, you have to first find out the general solution for homogeneous differential equation. So homogeneous differential equation of this differential equation is just you need to put Rx is equal to 0. Okay, so now how you can solve this homogeneous differential equation? By finding out the auxiliary equation. So the auxiliary equation is given by this, and this implies my m will be equal to -1 and -2, which is real and distinct. So what will be the general solution? The general solution, I'll write Qg because my equation is in Q. So I'll write as Qg will be equal to C1 e to the power minus t plus C2 e to the power minus 2t. Okay, I'll call this as equation number 5. So my half of the task is done. I have found out the general solution of the homogeneous differential equation for this differential equation 3. Now what I need to do, I need to find out the particular solution. Now for finding particular solution, I have two methods. I have discussed two methods, that is method of undetermined coefficient and method of variation of parameters. We will use this method of undetermined coefficient, but you can use any of the two, but we will use method of undetermined coefficient. So therefore you need to find out the trial solution, trial particular solution. So how can you do this? By looking at the value of Rx. Over here we can see the value of Rx is cos of t. So what will be our trial solution? Our trial solution will be A cos of t plus B sin of t. Now you can see that this will have no problem as your Yg is entirely different from Yp. So this is your trial solution. Now what you need to do is that you will find out Qp dash and Qp double dash. So here your Qp dash is plus B of cos t, and here your Qp double dash is A cos of t minus B sin of t. Now what you have to do, you know already, you have to put all these values in equation number 3. So I'll just write it down. I'm getting A cos of t minus B sin of t plus 3 minus A sin of t plus B cos of t. A cos of t plus B sin of t is equal to cos of t. And finally, by comparing the coefficient, you can do the calculation and compare the coefficient of cos t and sin t. We get finally a plus 3b is equal to 1 and minus of 3a plus b is equal to 0. And solving this, we get a is equal to 1 by 10 and b is equal to 3 by 10. So therefore, what will be our particular solution? Qp will be 1 by 10 cos of t plus 3 by 10 sin of t. And hence, we got our general solution of differential equation 3 is what? Qg plus Qp, which is equal to C1 e to the power minus t plus C2 e to the power minus 2t plus 1 by 10 cos of t plus 3 by 10 sin of t. So this is our desired solution. This is the expression of the charge at any time. Like if I put t is equal to 10 seconds, I'll get the charge at time t is equal to 10 seconds. So now I'll give you few practice problem, and after that I'll end this lecture. So problem for practice. So question number 1, you have to find the current. Find current in a series circuit with R is equal to 10 ohm, I is equal to 2 Henry. This is your inductance, and E, that is your EMF, is 20 cos of t, and you need to determine the current at any time t greater than 0. So for this, the solution, I'll give the solution. Your answer will be IT will be equal to cos of 5t plus sine of 5t minus e to the power minus 5t. So I'll write next question. Question number 2. A circuit consists of an inductor of 2 Henry, resistance of 4 ohm and capacitance of 0.05 farad. So if the charge and the current is initially 0, then find charge at any time t if there is a constant EMF of 100 volt. So I'll write down the answer over here for this. This is 5 minus 5 by 3 e to the power minus t plus 3 cos 3t plus sine of 3t. So this ends your lecture number 11 and also the topic differential equation. Thank you.